Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the new series on Fruit of the Spirit. Now, if you managed to catch church last week, you'll have seen Malcolm talk about fruit, and he was saying how you can tell what kind of fruit tree it is by the fruit it produces. So if you see apples on the branches, then you know it's an apple tree. In the same way, you can tell that we're on Jesus' team by the fruit that we produce. And in the book of Galatians, which Paul wrote, he talks about the fruit of the Spirit, and it has 9 different elements to it. And over the next 9 weeks, we'll be looking at these different flavors and seeing how they grow in our lives when we're on Jesus' team. And this week, it's all about love. So I thought we could look at a story that we should know quite well. We looked at it in our last series as parables, the stories that Jesus told. It's the parable of the Good Samaritan. Now, if you can remember that far back, you'll know that Jesus told this story after a man said to him, "Jesus, I know that the law says that I'm to love God with all my heart and my soul and my mind, and I'm to love my neighbor as myself. But Jesus, who is my neighbor?" Jesus told the story. He said that there was a man who was going down the road when he was attacked by robbers and left for dead. Now, 2 people walked past. First, a priest walked past and he did nothing to help. The next man to walk past was a holy man, someone else that you might expect to do something, but he crosses over to the other side and keeps going. This would have been shocking to the people that were listening, the folks that you think would step in and do something. Imagine like a vicar or a policeman, people you would expect to do something, didn't do anything. The person that did was a Samaritan man who was going past. He stopped and he helped, which was completely unexpected because the Jews and the Samaritans hated each other. It was the guy's enemy that stopped to help him. So what does this story teach us about love? Well, the first thing is the who of love. Remember, this whole story came about because someone asked Jesus, "Who is my neighbor?" And Jesus says, using this story, that everybody is our neighbor. We're to love everyone, not just the people that are close to us, not just the people that we get on with, not just the people that are easy to love. We're to love everyone. That person that we find really annoying, the person that we just can't get on with, that person that's mean to us, that person that we might consider our enemy, we are to love them. And this story also tells us the what of love. It tells us what this kind of love looks like. We're not talking a mushy romantic type of love. We're talking about a love that involves action. The Samaritan man took action. He saw someone in need and he did something about it. That's the kind of love. And this love is generous. The Samaritan man went above and beyond to help this man. He tended his wounds right there and then. He put him on his own donkey and took him to an inn. He stayed with them there, and then he gave the innkeeper money to look after him as well. It's a generous kind of love. And it's also a sacrificial kind of love. It's a kind of love that puts someone else before your own needs. And that's exactly what the Samaritan man did. He was giving of his time. He was giving of his money. He gave so that this man could be well again. And that's what real love, this love that Jesus wants us to show to everyone, looks like. It's a love of action, of generosity, and of sacrifice. Why then? Why should we show that kind of love? Well, because that's the kind of love that Jesus showed to us. Jesus died and came back to life so that we could have life in all its fullness. God loves us so much that he gives this unconditional love to us, even when we don't listen to him, even when we're frustrating or annoying. God doesn't ever stop loving us. That's this unconditional love. And that is why we're to love others, because God loves us and we're just to pass that love on. So how then? How do we do it? How do we show this incredible love to people that we might not even get on with. Well, we can't do it by ourselves. It's just not possible. So we need God's help. We need to talk to him. We need to ask for his help. We need to pray and say, God, I need your help today to love the people that I'm going to come into contact with, especially the ones that I struggle to love at all. Praying helps. That's one thing. The second thing is knowing that this is something that is growing in you. If you're a Christian, then God is growing this love in you. And so you can have confidence in that. And the third thing is to remember how much you are loved unconditionally by God. If I remember that, if I know that I'm not perfect and I make mistakes, but God loves me anyway, then I can use that to motivate and inspire me to love other people. I can only do it with God's help. All right, guys, that is the end of the chat with Kat this week, but that's not the end of the session. You can have a look online and you'll find worksheets to delve more into looking at this week. And I hope this week is a good one for you. And if you're in Pathfinders and Explorers, then I'll see you live in person on Sunday, but don't forget to book. Okay, chat to you later. Bye.